Thousand Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words. This is your girl Nelly Nail. And this is your girl Nay. What it do, boo? That's right. And today we have a guest on our show. This is his second time on the show, and his name is Aaron Barksdale, and he's from the Woke podcast. Is that correct, Aaron?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
All right. First, I want to ask, how was everybody's weekend? We can start off with Aaron. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good in the sense that I got a little bit of a break, but still had work to do, you know.
That's good. That's good. I'm kind of tired because, like I was saying before we started to record, I flew. Well, first of all, Thursday night, I went to a podcast live show from this podcast that I listen to every week. I don't want to put their name out there. They already really uber popular, but whatever. They had a show in New York. So Thursday, I went there. It was crazy. It was an experience. My first time going to a live podcast show. And then bright and early Friday morning, I had a 7:00 flight to Florida. Flew down there to go to the Millennium Tour, which was, that is Omarion, Bow Wow, Soulja Boy, Sammy, all of those people who were out in the 2000s and earlier. And I had an amazing time, but at the concert, and I thought it was going to be a restful weekend. I thought that was the only thing I was going to have to do in Florida. But every time I go there, people pack up my schedule. So I had no rest. I had to go to a baby shower, a brunch, at church, at a pool party that we were uninvited to. We crashed the pool party.
Correct.
It was just crazy, and I didn't get any sleep, but the concert was amazing. And I think, Nate, you agree with me that the best artist that was there was Soulja Boy. And it's wild because he was the first person to come on. I don't know why he was like the opening act, but he got the crowd so hyped.
Yeah, I think that's why he was first, because you know how I think they needed him to get the crowd hyped, to get the crowd ready. Also, I think he might have switched places with Sammy. I don't want to say I know for sure, but I know Sammy said something about his slot got switched. So I think he wanted a longer show since he's from Florida and he from down here. So I think he wanted a longer show. So I think him and Soulja Boy switched spots.
Okay.
But Soulja Boy definitely understood the assignment, and he was the best performer.
And I was very surprised and shocked. And I'm always asking you, like, when he be dating these girls, I'm like, what do they see in him? He's crazy and he too skinny. But I saw the swag at the show. I saw the swag.
Yes, it's there. It's there.
But no, he was great. And I like when a lot of the artists brought out other people. So like Ashanti brought out Trina because she's from Miami, and she brought out Ja Rule. Of course, that when he came out, the crowd went insane when Ja Rule came out, because them two together are like perfect. And Ball Greasy. Do you know who Ball Greasy is?
Is it Greasy or Ball Breezy?
Ball Greasy with a G, I think.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Okay. I grew up in the 2000s, so the Millennium Tour is something I definitely would like to been to.
It was great. And then somebody brought out Lil Strappy. I don't know who brought out him from Atlanta, but yeah, they brought out a lot of other people, so that was really good. So if you haven't seen it yet or gone and they haven't been to your city, you definitely should go watch it. I recommend it.
Shoot, they're gonna be in Virginia soon. I would love to go.
They should, because they went up in Florida. They went to Miami, then the next night they were in Tampa, then the next night they were in Jacksonville. So they should be going to the Northeast, hopefully.
I think it's the 13th they'll be in Hampton.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's definitely worth going to see if you can do that. So let me get into our weekly update. So I was supposed to report this last week, but ESPN hired JJ Redick as an NBA analyst. Nate, that's your boy. She used to like him when he went to Duke. The Warriors have the best overall record at 8-1. So that's great. Good. Luka Doncic, my boy, hit an amazing 3-point game-winning shot against the Celtics on Saturday. Nate, did you see it? Because I need to send you the video.
You need to send me the video. I didn't see that. So speaking of the Warriors, real quick, since they're 8-1, this the team with Steph Curry, right? Yeah. Are they making a comeback?
They trying to do something.
They coming back.
Okay. I don't think they got the other light-skinned guy on there still. Flash. I think he's still hurt. What's his name? Something with a K?
Klay Thompson.
Clay. Yeah. I think he's still hurt, but they obviously winning without him.
They doing good. They're doing good, but it's fool's gold.
No, they not gonna make it. They not going nowhere.
No, they're going to the playoffs for sure.
Okay. And in NFL score, a shocker was the Giants beat the Raiders, which was insane. It's like every team that won yesterday wasn't supposed to win. It's insane. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Bills with a baseball score, 9-6.
Yes.
The Broncos beat the Cowboys. At one point, the Cowboys was down 30, which is crazy. And then the Chiefs beat Aaron Rodgers' Packers.
Which everybody knew that. We don't even know who the backup quarterback is.
And I was about to say something about Jordan Love, which is the backup quarterback. They gave him his mom and his girlfriend nosebleed seats. And this was his first NFL start in his career.
First of all,
mind you, it was in Kansas City. It wasn't in Green Bay. So maybe that's why.
Okay. Because I was about to say, I thought everybody on the team get 2 good tickets.
Yeah.
Even if you don't play.
Yeah, even if you don't play, you get good tickets to home games, but I guess away games. But yeah, and they actually took a picture of the stadium and they circled all the way up there where the Jordan Love mom and his girlfriend were. So yeah, that's too bad for Jordan Love's mom. Anyway, since we are talking about the Packers, let's get into our first conversation topic, which I'm pretty sure people will be talking about this for a while because it's just stupid. Aaron Rodgers is a liar face, okay? He's a liar face. And the fact that me and you are in love with him because he's such a good player, this is very disheartening and heartbreaking. So months ago in August, I believe, Aaron, and I'm sorry that you share a name with this person, Barksdale. I'm sorry. Aaron. Aaron told us that he was immunized, which technically means he got the vaccine, right? But he used that word instead of vaccine because he knew he was lying. So he recently got COVID and he missed the game this week, as you all know. And it was discovered that he did not get the vaccine. And he says, but he never lied and he was getting some meds. So he technically was getting medicine for
immune.
And he also went off on these quote unquote woke people. He went off on the woke people when he did an interview, and he said health is not a one size fits all for everybody. And for me, it involved a lot of study in the off season. And he also, my problem is that with his initial interview, he quote unquote said, there are guys on the team that haven't been vaccinated. I think it's their personal decision. I'm not going to judge those guys. And I'm like, of course you're not going to judge them because you are one of them. You are them. And then he was
they are you.
And they are. And then he was seen partying at a Halloween party without a mask. And unvaccinated people have to wear a mask in the NFL anyway. I don't know about everybody else, but that's a part of the NFL COVID rules. He's running around acting like a vaccinated player and doing what vaccinated players do when he's not really vaccinated. So I need y'all thoughts on this. And did y'all lose a little bit of respect for him this past week? Because this is a mess.
I guess I'll start. No, I didn't. I still like him as much as I liked him before this.
He's a liar.
He's a liar face. So technically I'm with him. He never came out and said See, these why I always say your words. You got.
This is why I always say
words wisely.
No, this is why I always tell you that's BS because even it's what you intend he won't people.
But he wouldn't be charged guilty of saying or of telling people he was ever vaccinated because he never said that. What he said was he was amused, whatever.
But that's another word for vaccine. We all know that. And also, I was watching The View today, and my girl Sarah said something about this. She said intent to mislead is also considered a lie.
So in her eyes, does that say in the Webster dictionary?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Intent is all. Anyway, so I don't think, first of all, I don't think that whether people are not just saying whether people are vaccinated or not, that they should have to be obligated to tell their status. That's
if like your organization said you do, you do.
No, they shouldn't have to. Why do I gotta tell my status? That's like going around telling people to tell if they're HIV positive or not. I don't want to know people to know my status.
You going too far. That is not it. And people can't catch AIDS by breathing on other people, ma'am. You can catch COVID by breathing on somebody else. Aaron Rodgers all in these huddles, sweating on these people, spitting on these people, and he know he didn't get the vaccine. You move differently when you know you got the vaccine. That's why organizations, even my bank, tell me, they say you don't have to tell if you're vaccinated, but you need to say if whether you vaccinated or you not, or you don't want to disclose. So they have an option that don't want to disclose. The NFL doesn't have that option. So if he want to be a part of the NFL, he need to follow the rules. But go ahead, Barksdale. What's your opinion? Because I can't call you Aaron no more.
You can call my middle name. You can call me Xavier.
Xavier, okay.
First, I want to know why the hell Nell ain't asked me to be her date for that wedding when she was looking all very nice and red. I would appreciate your company. I would bring great company for you.
That's funny because I didn't have a date, so it could have happened. It could have happened.
You see, I'm a little heartbroken. Next wedding and you don't got one, I'm your man. I'm your man. But it's bad. Okay, remember, keep that. It's interesting because people are comparing this with Kyrie Irving, and you can't compare the two.
No.
You can't compare the two because Kyrie was honest. Even though you may not like it, he was honest.
And he took it like a man. He's taking all this heat. Aaron Rodgers didn't want to take the heat that he's taking now. That's what it was.
And along with that, I agree, not just backing up my future wedding date, but he lied. But I gotta agree with Nee too. He didn't exactly say it because it's like I'm not fully in agreement. I'm just looking at both sides of it. Me personally, how I feel is like, bro, you should have just been honest from the jump. You should have just said, yeah, I'm not vaccinated and it's my personal choice. Mm-hmm. I would have been like, okay, cool. Like me, I'm vaccinated. Mm-hmm. And I know people who aren't vaccinated because of historical context with Black people. Mm-hmm. I know people who aren't vaccinated because they think we all about to be zombies on Christmas Eve. And they deserve to be kicked in the damn face. But it's just a situation like this. I agree with what Jay Williams said to Stephen A. We need to have the same energy for Aaron Rodgers as we do for Kyrie Irving.
Correct. And he's not going to get that same energy. Because I'm already seeing that the NFL isn't going to suspend him, but are they going to do something? That's my question. Are you going to fine him? Are you going to do something? Because if it was somebody else who wasn't the head quarterback of a team, they were going to be suspended or fined or something. He needs some kind of punishment. Look.
Exactly. You're right. Had this been Cam Newton, he gone.
Cam Newton didn't even get to play on the team because he wasn't vaccinated. That was one of the reasons he didn't play for the Patriots this year. And they're not going to say it, but it was.
Had this been Antonio Brown, he gone.
Yeah. That's just the fact that it's Aaron Rodgers. And also, and I just seen a clip on Shannon Sharp's IG page, Uncle Shannon, who I like to call him. He said, and I guess I did because I didn't watch Aaron's interview afterwards, but supposedly he quoted Dr. King. And you know, everybody, when they trying to make a point, they quote Dr. King, even though if he was alive today, they would hate him. But I digress. He quoted Dr. King, the quote where he said something about if you don't stand up for something that's unjust, something like that. It was a good quote. But Shannon Sharp was like, what are you talking about? Don't compare your oppression to people getting lynched and not having civil rights and civil liberties, and all you mad about having to wear a mask in the building. He said, that's not the same, sir. Don't quote Dr. King, sir. That's not. And he was like, that's the epitome of white privilege and the fact that he don't think he should be able to follow rules because he's Aaron Rodgers. So I didn't like that either. And I just got a notification on my phone that this medical clinic group dropped Aaron Rodgers as a spokesman. It's a Wisconsin medical chain has dropped him after a 9-year partnership. So he about to lose money. He about to lose fans, but he probably gained some of the unvaccinated fans. So
the
anti-vaxxers. And did y'all see SNL roasted him in the opening skit this past weekend? I think I just sent it to you, Nate. They did like a little skit about Aaron Rodgers and how his press conference. And he was like, because I think they ended it where he was like, no, I don't have the vaccine, but I'm 7-1. I have a 7-1 record, so that's good, which means I gave 8 people COVID and only 1 died.
Oh my God.
And then I screamed because that's true. He probably gave people COVID and he don't even know. It's just, I just don't lie about it. Like Barksdale
well,
said.
if he wouldn't have been able to play, correct?
You can play and not be vaccinated. That's the thing. It's the NBA who do it, who don't let you play. That's why Kyrie can't play. And plus, Kyrie's in New York. You have to be vaccinated in New York to do anything. But the NFL, you don't have to be vaccinated. That's why we don't understand why he lied about it.
Because he didn't want to get roasted like Kyrie is. I guess he didn't want that heat. You know, nobody want to go viral for the wrong thing. Don't nobody want a meme about them.
And now he acting all angry, blaming the woke people. No, you're a liar. And I hope his fiance dump him.
No,
I like her. She's a good actress, though.
Oh, so you want her to dump him like you dumped me?
Yeah. That's funny. That was actually a good wedding, though. I got really drunk. You would have been embarrassed to be my date.
I wouldn't have been embarrassed. You're a lovely woman.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure we will be talking about Aaron a lot more because this isn't going anywhere because everybody's talking about him on every sports show. And even, like I said, The View, because they turned it into a political thing. That's why The View talked about it. And it shouldn't be a political thing. You either take it or you don't. And we should know about it, but whatever. Our next story is about OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr.'s dad. And I say he's the real MVP. This is what dads should do when something is not going right with their child, okay? So what had happened was Odell had been wanting to be released from the Browns because he felt he wasn't being utilized correctly. Y'all know Odell is very talented, and I haven't heard nothing about him since he been on the Browns. I forgot he was on the Browns. So his dad came to his rescue and released an IG video, which was like 12 minutes. It was a long video of all the times Odell was open and Baker Mayfield did not throw him the ball. And he pointed everything out. And in the comment section, he even said Mayfield is either hating on Odell or he just don't want him shining. And he also said Mayfield was mediocre. That mean average. Okay.
That's what it means.
And then my boy LeBron got into it and he tweeted about the Browns needing to release OBJ as well. And Mayfield said he was shocked by what Odell's dad did. And the Browns finally released OBJ. So what are y'all thoughts on this? And is the dad the real MVP?
Yeah, so the dad is definitely the real MVP. Like that's how you want to be if y'all got these kids out here in these streets, okay? Y'all need to be learning from this man. This man old school and he know how to do it right. He an OG, okay? He know what he doing. He was like, okay, He told Odell Beckham, don't worry about it. I got this. Just sit down. I'm gonna take care of it. Okay.
So
and
you
he
don't
did it.
You don't think his dad crossed the line, or do you think his dad need to be somebody agent at this point?
He actually, somebody do need to hire him at this point, because I know somebody out there trying to get on the team. This is who you need to go be trying to DM, okay? But no, what did you say first? I forgot.
Did you think he cross the line?
Oh no, it ain't. When it comes to your kids, there is no line to cross. Okay. It's not there. It was never drawn. Okay. So y'all need to take notes, ladies and gents. This is what you do. Like when you sign your daughter up for ballet and they keep putting her in the back at the recital. No, okay. All it takes, don't worry about it. I got you. You're gonna be in the front on the next one, okay?
That's true. Make sure your kids shine. What do you think about it, Barksdale, Xavier?
I'm gonna be real. You brought up the point of OBJ being very talented. Mm-hmm. I think OBJ is athletic. I don't think he's that talented. Okay. I think a talented receivers like AB, Julio Jones, Randy Moss. I think of that as talent. OBJ is very athletic. So
he'll have his moments, but it's not consistent. Is that
exactly?
Because everybody just remember the catch.
Yeah,
yes.
That's why he became popular. Okay,
that's it. OBJ is an athletic wide receiver. That's box office. That's like that's what's gonna be sold besides a quarterback who can throw it basically the whole darn field. But in this situation, should he leave? Yes. Should he go to a contender? I think that's fair to an extent because everyone high profile deserves to go to a contender to help. Mm-hmm. But what has he done? Like OBJ has either been inconsistent or injured.
That's what Skip Bayless said. He said, and either him or Shannon said, if he go to a contender, I hope he don't think that he gonna be the number one wide receiver after 6-7 weeks of football, and they already got their little juju going on the team. He better not walk up in there like I'm OBJ, throw me the ball. So that's the issue too. But nobody wants to go to a 1-6. Nobody wants to go to the Jets.
No, but that's just my thing. It's like his pops was definitely being a parent. I don't think there's some aspects of parents that can be definitely overbearing, but we don't really hear it like this. Had this been his father, every situation throughout the NFL, I think it would have been different.
Like LeVar Ball?
Yes, like LeVar Ball. Everyone expects LeVar Ball to say something. Everybody did. But it's like John Morant's dad when he made a comment at Summer League, and he stood up for his son. That's a parent stepping up. This situation, I think that was a parent stepping up. But you do have those people who be like, "Hey, OBJ, a grown ass man, he need to handle his own business."
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not going to disagree with that because there is, I feel like if you're unhappy in a sports situation, you should approach it properly and respectfully because OBJ hasn't really said anything. He hasn't been disrespectful. He has just been there. So he has the right to want to leave right now. Had he been fussing and complaining and hitting the kicker's net again with his helmet, no, you stand right here in Cleveland. You stand.
He could have did what the guy did, the Harden guy. He could have gained weight and wore a fat suit or whatever until they kicked him out.
Remember when how Randy Moss was acting disrespectful when he wanted to finally leave? I think the Vikings, when he was like clipping his nails on the sideline and he was like, "Yeah, I ain't with this no more." He was ready to go.
James Harden is a member of the X-Men because you can't go from 350 pounds to skinny.
How did he wear a fat suit? He had to. Because in a matter of a week, Nate, he didn't have a stomach anymore. So something would happen. He had to be wearing a fat suit in Houston. And then with the whole Ben Simmons thing, Ben won out, but now he's not playing. But they still finding him. They keep finding him every game he missed now. So he's losing money. Ben Simmons. But he said it's a mental thing. But I think it is mental because I wouldn't want to play with people who disrespected me in public either. Disrespect me when the camera's not around.
So that's the thing people are getting. I'm sorry. That's the thing about the Ben Simmons situation that's blowing me. Like, yo, you think I want to go back and play with people who said I suck, who
And I was the
disrespected me?
reason that they lost the playoffs pretty much. And
Yeah.
it one thing is for a player to say it, but the coach too.
Yeah.
So his coach, which I believe is Doc Rivers, right?
Yes, it is.
And then Joel Embiid, which is like one of the top players.
Yeah.
They pretty much said they can't win a championship with this guy.
But he hasn't lived up to his hype, correct?
I mean, he was rookie of the year.
Hey.
He just scared to shoot. That's what people say now. He's scared to shoot.
Yeah, I think he's scared to shoot.
He come to practice late. He don't be dressed out for practice, and he be on his phone, or he have his phone in his pocket or something.
Yeah, that was him. That was him at like a practice. But yeah, he getting fined every time he not playing, which is crazy because he losing money. But he probably don't need the money. But yeah, maybe he need to go about it a different route. But I don't know. They don't want to let him go. But maybe his dad need to get involved. I don't know. Do what OBJ dad did. That seemed to work.
Or they can do what Jessica Biel did when she wanted to get out of seventh heaven.
Bringing this up.
No, God.
You remember?
That's funny.
Tell him what Jessica Biel did.
So remember the show Seventh Heaven, and Jessica Biel was on it back in the day. And so she wanted to, because that was like a wholesome Christian show, pretty much, like a godly show. And she wanted to get out of the country. I guess she didn't want to do the show no more, but they didn't want to release her. So she went and did Playboy. And they was like, okay, we not with this. We want to be separated from this. So they let her go. So freaking, what's his name? Ben Simmons. Go do Playgirl. Okay?
I'm done.
That's funny. But yeah, they probably need to do something. He probably need to do something drastic to get out because they don't want to release him. They playing hardball, like they calling him on his bluff, and he calling them on their bluff. It's just crazy, a crazy situation. Toxic. Yeah, it's very toxic, and because they don't want him there, but they want him there. It's crazy. I wouldn't want to be there, but yeah. Anyway, let's just touch on this last topic, which is tragedy. The Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs III killed somebody in a drunken car crash. He's only
22.
Sorry. He's only 22 years old. He was a first round draft pick in the Raiders in 2020, which was number 12 overall. So obviously he was driving drunk. He was traveling 156 miles per hour, and he had a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit. The Raiders have since released him, and he's facing more than 40 years in prison. So,
which is warranted. And it sucks because he's only 22. Like, literally,
his life is over if
it's done.
Pretty much. And I seen a video that shows how fast his car was going. He literally was flying, which I never seen somebody go that fast. And then I seen a video afterwards where I guess it was his girlfriend was trying to like keep him. He was going in and out of consciousness and he was crying and stuff. But the car was in the background on fire. And nobody trying to get the woman out the car.
Or the dog.
This man is alive. Can somebody go help this lady?
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was crazy because the whole time I was watching the video, I was looking at the car, and the cop that was there was like no help at all. It reminded me of the cop that was when that 15-year-old boy in New York got stabbed, and the cop showed up and didn't help at all. So Junior, that was his name. But so the cop was in there, but he didn't do nothing. Like he didn't even try to attempt to go get the lady and the dog out the car. No, and then the girlfriend over here screaming, "Can somebody help him? Help him! He's going in and out of conscious. Help him!" And I'm like, "Bruh, he fine. He's okay. This lady dead. What are you doing right now?"
That's crazy. I don't like this.
To cuss her out. And first of all, I don't even see that couldn't have been me because I wouldn't be in the car with nobody driving that fast.
Me neither. He would have had to let me out. Why couldn't he call Uber, Lyft, all these car sharing rides? And I'm pretty sure him and more than the girlfriend was in the car because somebody at the scene was like, "This is Henry such and such. He played for the Raiders. Why didn't you drive?
Why is that important?
Why didn't you drive or why didn't you call an Uber? Like y'all have to be friends with and not just yes men to these people."
Yeah, and first of all, he probably didn't think he was not too drunk to drive. But second of all, yeah, why is it important for me to know that this person played for the Raiders? This lady dead. Like, you need to be telling me her information so I can contact her family. That reminds me of when Brandy got punked on the show Punked. And she was talking about you because she was about to get or her brother Ray J was about to get arrested, and she was telling the cops, but we're Brandy and Ray J, you know us. I don't know you. I just because I see you on TV don't mean I know you. He broke the law and he going to jail.
It's rich privilege.
Yeah, it's just crazy, but yeah, he's going to prison, and it's sad because he's so young and somebody died. But yeah, these people need people around them to tell them no. Like, he had no business getting in that car as drunk as he was, and he had no business driving 156. The way that car zoomed down the street, I was scared, and I wasn't even in the car.
And it's so crazy to me because when I'm tipsy and I'm like driving back home, I drive slow because first of all, I can't even hardly concentrate. I remember the last time I did that was years ago. I don't do that now. Thank God it was a straight shot all the way down, but I was driving very slow because I know if they're gonna pull me over for anything, it's gonna be because I'm driving too slow.
What are your thoughts on this Henry situation?
Oh boy. I gotta agree with my lovely date that it's very tragic.
It is. It's sad.
It is very tragic. I like when you smile. It's very pretty. Sorry, Linnell. You have a nice smile too. You do too.
But yeah, it's.
I'm just heartbroken. Heartbroken. Like, to see somebody so young go to jail he's facing 46 years.
Yeah.
So his life is done. And that's all I got to say. It's just heartbreaking.
It is very heartbreaking. And the one more to comment on this, because I'm pretty sure that they're going to continue investigating and stuff like this. But some of the headlines or tweets and stuff I see, which is not bad, but it's only bad because the person died. But it seemed like the people are more concerned with his mental health than the person that actually died.
No.
And yes, he's going to have mental issues. We know that.
Because they all do all of a sudden.
No, I'm saying after you kill somebody.
That's okay. I thought they was going to try to use that as an excuse.
No. After you kill somebody and you're actually a good person and not a serial killer, you're going to that's going to mess with you mentally, which I totally agree with. But let's also remember the person that died. Let's also remember her and
her dog. Yo, people not mentioning the dog.
I didn't know it was a dog in the car till you said it today. I didn't know.
People, dogs are like their kids. So.
They are. So yeah, let's keep them in prayer. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna be suing somebody. So yeah.
Yeah, wrong for death or
whatever. Prayers up with the family.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, because that's crazy. And yeah, nobody is mentioning her, and is she? I don't even know her name, which is insane. They don't put her name in the article, I guess, for privacy issues, or maybe once the trial come out, they'll put her name in it. I don't know. But anyway, let's get to the highlight of the week because they are telling me we got like 4 minutes left. My highlight is Adrian Peterson. Everybody remembers Adrian. So he was just signed to the Titans, and on Sunday Night Football, he scored his 125th career touchdown. He joins 11 other players to score 125 plus career touchdowns, all of whom are members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So I'm just saying he might be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame someday. And he tied with Walter Payton for the 11th most in his NFL history. And he is quoted saying, "It is a blessing. Here I am in a situation to continue to pass and approach guys that inspired me to be great and be the best that I can be." So kudos to Adrian Peterson. I remember he was on the Vikings for a long time, right? That's the one? Okay. Yeah. So kudos to him and keep doing your thing because he was away from football for a while. And then he got his opportunity because who was it? Derrick Henry who got hurt? I want to say his name.
The Titans, yeah.
Yeah, he got hurt. So this was his opportunity. See, that's why you always got to stay ready, okay?
Seize the moment. Be prepared.
Yeah, be prepared and stay ready, okay? And that is our episode for this week. Aaron, do you want to tell the people where they can find you and your podcast?
All right, y'all. Y'all can find me on any podcast platform. You know, the major ones are Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That's woke. Put it in quotation marks, capital WOKE. I've been taking a little bit of a break, but I will be back soon with content. Please look me up and give your boy a follow.
That's right. That's why his podcast is very interesting. So yes, people go listen to it, and also listen to ours, rate, comment, share, review, do all that good stuff. And we will talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at the Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.